when seeing the pullback after interest rate hikes, I started seeing fear from them thinking the market was going to take a dip. So they wanted to take a 10% haircut on loans. So if you're trying to refinance a property, it would go from 75% LTV to 65% loan to value. So you're getting 10% less, which to me means they are preparing to hedge their bets, especially Wall Street. Now, this is not geared towards rentals, the BRRRR strategy. I could have a different training, which I definitely will. But this is strictly flip, recession proof. How are you going to make the plan? And this is our business model of making sure we have the right avatar of the property and the type of properties that we're going to take down, as well as the target market, which we focus on. So from a corporate standpoint, we are very focused on specific sub markets. And within the market, there could be Airbnbs, a luxury market, homes selling over 500,000. We really focus on the VA, the first-time home buyer, renters, which are taking a step up in life and they are getting into their first home, which are first-time home buyers. Same thing as a VA, or I'm sorry, a USDA home loan or a first-time home buyer. Now, there's starter homes, which we really are focusing all our energy on. And starter homes, first-time home buyers, step-up homes to conventional buyers are in the window of $100,000 sale price up to $300,000. Really our sweet spot to be recession-proof, and this is what we think is going to be our best way to hedge our bet. Obviously, buying is a huge thing, but we want to really niche it down to what home market are we targeting and seeing what's really going to work. And anything that we see that's not inside this scope of first-time home buyer, the scope of work is minor. We get to get in, get it out. We're going to wholesale the property. These are going to have to really fit the criteria, check all the buy boxes for us, and be an avatar, which means, one, you're going to have to be, we have to prepare for being a little leaner, less transactions, less craziness, and really underwrite all these deals to make sure that it puts the company and everybody in the right position. Where I think over the next 6 months, there's going to be a massive switch and change psychologically from a seller, where they are going to feel the power flip in the next couple months here, where it's going to be a buyer's market. So we're going to wholesale a lot of properties. We're going to purchase homes that are built from 1950 to newer rancher homes, which are ideal. Smaller homes, light rehabs are the best. Our bread and butter that we love and we love doing. $10,000 to $15,000 rehabs, 3-bedroom, 1-bath, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. We'll buy homes that are 1,200 square feet, 1 bedroom, and retrofit it out to be a 3-bedroom. In-N-Out is like our In-N-Out burger. I mean, you might as well call that's our real estate philosophy right now, In-N-Out. Forecasting. Now, forecasting, this is really based on masterminds I'm in. What I see going on is the next 3 to 5 months, there's going to be a 15% decline in the existing comps. If you currently see homes that are selling, 3 to 5 months, they are going to be 15% less, which means we are going to buy 15% less now. If we're originating a loan, we have to factor in all those different variables on making a decision on flipping a property. Airbnb luxury markets are going to be extremely affected. This number could go upward to 20% and more. Our focus, as I said, is in that 100,000 to 250 resale market. Our market research, I feel over the next year, it's going to be zeroed out the appreciation, which means that the decline in the appreciation was well over 15%. The 15% decline in existing comps are going to zero everything out, and then it's going to reset to 3% annually. This is what the Fed thinks is going to happen, and I see based on what Wall Street is saying and what lenders are giving out. Retail, fix and flip. Now, this is our main priority, our baby. We are selling to buyers which will live in the house. Okay, focus on buyers that are living in the house. Once you sell, you're out. It's a nice, quick, easy transaction, in and out. Focus on starter homes. Like as I mentioned earlier, we're focused on first-time home buyers, VAs. VAs also help hedge the 90-day no flip rule, and also sprinkling in novation agreements to make transactions move quicker, less money out of pocket, cut time in half. Focus on second home buyers. Now, we're talking starter homes are renters that stepped up into buying their first home. So they're not anticipating or expecting granite countertops, backsplashes, very simple, clean, nice and easy starter homes. Second homes, yes, you're looking granite countertops. You may throw in a backsplash if the budget fits it. Second home buyers is a little bit of an upgrade versus the starter home. And we'll focus on those two markets. Retail fix and flip, starter, second homes. Be sure these homes are going to meet the FHA guidelines. Very knick-knack. There's typically, they run in 3 different places, these FHA guidelines. I look at the CO inspection, the home inspector is going to give you an inspection in the end, and then the FHA guidelines / FHA inspector. In the beginning, before starting these projects, if they are easy level 1 jobs, which is paint and carpet in our qualification, we also look at all these little nuances which will affect the delay of selling a property. So we go into all these starter homes, all these second homes with a peace of mind of knowing, all right, this is the FHA guidelines. These are the sticklers of this specific checklist. And then this is really the CO checklist, and then the checklist from the home inspector. Typically, the CO inspection and the home inspection run hand in hand. The FHA has some little quirky stuff. So these are the quirky things that they make sure is no chip paint. Really, you're going to see it on doors, front doors, back doors. They'll go as far as the garage, chip paint around windowsills. So if there's wood trim, you're looking at all those things. You got to scrape it, paint it. We knock that stuff out with our initial scope of work. No cracked glass on windows, on front doors, back doors, you name it. It must have a stove. I found this out because I sold the property without a stove. FHA wanted a stove, had to throw a stove in. No wood to ground contact, pretty self-explanatory. Another one, self-explanatory, clean and livable. So you have to make sure it's clean and livable. It must appraise. So as we underwrite these deals and look at them, they're going to have to appraise at not the appreciation, but the current market. So we're hedging in that correction. We're making sure we're knocked down to 15% because these buyers are not able to come to the table with the $30,000, $50,000, $60,000, $70,000 over asking prices. This is our wheelhouse. This is the market we love. We won't get fancy. Wholetailing, another key place that we're going to live in. Wholetailing is buying a property that's clean, but you got it at a great price from the seller. Clean it up, whether it's cleaning up the yard, painting the inside. It is literally $2,000 to $5,000. Says 2 to 4. Super easy. A 1-week turn. Put it back on the market. Wholetailing, in my opinion, is better with a novation agreement because you can sell it to a third party and buyer. Starter home scope. Entry price point in the market. Our starters are typically 75 to 150. We bumped it to 100. So really it's going to be in this wheelhouse. Starter homes in and out 30 days. This is how we look at the properties. We are buying if it's a level 1 through 5, 1 being a wholesale paint and carpet, 5 being an extremely distressed property. We are targeting the 1s and 2s, and we may get into the 3s depending on if we already have an end buyer. New carpet and flooring. So this is what a starter home looks like. New carpet, flooring, painting the walls, trim, ceiling, doors, paint the exterior if needed, pressure wash it. New vinyl siding. Probably we're going to really paint the vinyl siding. All new outlets and switches around the house. New Formica countertops. We're going to paint the cabinets, replace the faucets, change the fixtures on the cabinets, replace all the doors if needed. If the doors don't need to replace, we're just going to throw a fresh coat of paint on them, upgrade all the knobs, all the little accessory things we're going to take care of. Obviously, smokes, carbons, appliances, toilets, shower surrounds. These are the type of things that we'll either do, replace it, or we'll have a company come in and reglaze everything. This is our strategy on the starter homes, and we've been extremely successful over the past 3 years. I mean, the margins speak for themselves, and the turnaround's great. Step up home. This is the person who went from a starter home to the next step, which they're entering the 150 to 250 range. Second home, it's usually in a more desirable area. Upgraded finishes. We're talking, we're going to change all the light fixtures, all the plumbing fixtures, a little bit better than the starter home. We're going to go granite countertop, so we upgraded from the Formica. As I mentioned, the light fixtures, hardware, faucets, higher grade flooring, open floor plan. So we're not in the starter homes. We don't take down walls. These open floor concepts have to be in place in the setup for the second home luxury area, and we're gonna pull permits, make it an open floor plan. New roof if needed, new cabinets if needed. So usually we do new cabinets in this type of environment. Upgrading the bathrooms and medium landscape. The turnaround time on this is 45 days. So we're really just 15 extra days. This is probably a level 2 renovation, but there's more meat on the bone. It makes sense, and we can get in and out of this thing. This is a little bit longer turnaround time because there is more mechanicals involved. And this is a strategy solely based on removing any type of maintenance service calls, which knock your margins out of whack. We're going to do the HVAC, plumbing, electrical, if needed. If it has a life of 10 years or more, it already lasts at least 10 years or more, we will keep everything in place. If it looks like it's on its last life, we're going to change it out. New roof and windows if needed. Those are the main babies that are going to get done. And these are the other additional things that we do in rentals, especially in this scope. But we're going to have to get these things like 35 to 50% off the ARV or the current comps to make sure these things work and they fit inside of our BRRRR box or our portfolio of buying, to make sure our DSCR is there and there's enough equity to make sure everybody's happy. Hopefully this was beneficial. I think this is a really good indicator of how we're going about strategically taking down homes, finding the right place to stay safe. And the starter home, second home market is, in my opinion, never going to go away. It is the place where most of the supply is lacking, and price points are not going to be completely thrown off because of these economical issues. It's really the over asking and higher end markets.